Welcome and good day, everyone. Welcome back to some more information for the unofficial Amiibo Smash League. Now, I know it does say on the screen rookie tournament, but this does kind of relate to that. But what we have here is going to be the announcement for all 8 rookies that are going to be present in Season 4 of the unofficial Amiibo Smash League. I'm also going to announce each of the groups that they have been paired into, and I'll also talk about why I chose them to go in those individual groups. And of course, if you are in the chat, you feel free to ask questions, voice your opinions, if you disagree or if you agree with any of the selections present, because hey, your opinion matters. All right. Now, also, I'd like to remind everyone to support Nintendo and their affiliates, because without them, we wouldn't have the game, let alone the amiibo that we're going to be featured here today. All right. Now we are going to start off with introducing the first character. We're going to start off with... Here we go. Okay. So the first character that we are going to be showing on here. By the way, if you notice the screen, I'm going to actually have all 8 competitors battle each other in like a battle royale on a large map, each having 3 lives, so that way everyone can just have that little bit of entertainment. So right, so now these are not necessary. These orders are for announcements are not going to be in the same order that they got rookie placement. So, looks like Gold is looking to find out where Crom is going. Well, he's gonna have to wait, because the first character that is going to be shown is going to be taking the rookie seat in the Pokemon group. We have Banjo and Kazooie. Oh, hit that button. So Banjo and Kazooie are going to be going into the Pokemon group. Because there wasn't an actual Pokemon that made it to the rookie 8. We had to pick a character that wasn't a Pokemon to fit into the group, but that's okay. It happens, right? All right. So part of the reason I chose Banjo and Kazooie, because Banjo and Kazooie was previously, when they got the boot, Banjo and Kazooie, I believe, was in the Alpha group. But I thought it would be good to take and put them into another group instead of just putting them into the same group that they had previously been in the competition. So that way, it might give them a little bit different, competition. So then again, I think Banjo and Kazooie might have also been in the Dreamland group. Man, I gotta check my own stuff. Anyway. Then next, the next character we have is going into the Legend of Zelda group. Here we have Bowser. There we go. Okay, so Bowser, yes, he's a Super Mario Brothers character. However, we thought, I thought again with the return of Bowser, we would go ahead and shift him from the Battle Force from the Super Mario Brothers group way over to the other side, in the Legend of Zelda group, and so that way, you know, again, his return, he could have a chance to battle in a new group of enemies. Again, mixing things up. All right, the next character. The next character announcing will be going into the Metroid group. And here she is. Pyra. Oh, I did it again. Boom. Okay, that does happen. That does happen. So Pyra and Mithra going into the Metroid group. And I figured, hey, I'm going to go ahead and put Pyra in the Metroid group because the Metroid group, you know, is a group that, you know, has mostly all the ladies in the group. So I figured, hey, I'd make sure that we have a group that gave the ladies representation, just in case we have some ladies who were watching, and so that way they know that, hey, that they're important too. All right. Then next we have, for the Super Mario Brothers group, we have Wario. Uh-oh. Boom. Alright, so Wario is also a Super Mario Brothers character, so that him being in the Super Mario Brothers group is part of the reason why I selected Bowser to go to the Legend of Zelda group. Because we only have one entry, and Bowser had already been in that group. So let's mix things up. Let's have Wario make it into the Super Mario Brothers group. All right, so let's get to the next one. So the next group is going to be the Dreamland group. So in the Dreamland group, we have the Ice Climbers. So I decided to put the Ice Climbers into the Dreamland group because I think the Ice Climbers kind of fit that same silliness and that the Dreamland characters tend to have, as well as, hey, you know, we're gonna go again. We're gonna we're gonna go ahead and you know, give you know, put them in there and get, you know, because I figured, hey, you know, out of the characters that that were left, I figured, hey, they would fit really well in with that group. So that's like King DDD, Kirby. I think Meta Knight, unless Meta Knight, I think no, Meta Knight might have got the boot. And characters such as that. All right. All right, and then let's see. Then next, next we have the Alpha group. Now the Alpha group is another interesting one. Because Kazuya ended up trading the rookie seat for the Beta group to be in that group. Kazuya ends up taking the spot for the rookie spot for the Beta group, but that gave the Alpha group 2 rookie selections this year. So first off, we have Duck Hunt. Whoop. Duck Hunt. All right. So one of the reasons I chose to put Duck Hunt in the Alpha group was because I thought that Duck Hunt, kind of. I don't think Duck Hunt was in. I think Duck Hunt was in the Dreamland group, so I wanted to put Duck Hunt into a group that the character had not been in previously. So, especially making their return. So, as you can see so far, Banjo and Kazooie, Bowser, and Duck Hunt are 3 returning characters. All right. Now the next 2 were was definitely a challenge to pick, but I ultimately decided to go with the fans on this one, and I decided to feature Chrom as the second rookie character in the Alpha group, because I do listen to the opinions of the fans in the chat, and I I do appreciate all the time that you put into watching the streams, as well as the comments and stuff. So it really helps out. So boom, I went ahead and threw Chrom in there, but which normally I would have thrown Chrom in with the Fire Emblem group, but I figured also if I put this next character in the which of course in the Fire Emblem group, then they will be a tough opponent. It will create a tough opponent against Kazuya, which really Kazuya needs some tougher competition, because that's why he moved. So here we have the last rookie, Zombie Bob. So Zombie Bob is going into the Fire Emblem group. All right, let's go ahead and get this random match going. And let's just see who wins out of this 8-person rookie amiibo little tournament thing here, or a little single battle, not tournament. So these are all the top 8 rookies going into season 4, and I've announced all the different groups. So. Oh man, they are all gathered up over there on that one corner. Somebody's gonna go soon. Let's see. Oh, 2 people. So you got Wario and Duck Hunt with dropped, and then you have, let's see, Pyro lost a life, Banjo and Kazooie lost a life, Chrom lost a life, Bowser lost a life. So. So yeah, one of the challenging things about figuring out what groups to put all the characters in is what characters would fit into which groups, which and things like that. The Alpha group and the Beta group are usually consistent of just a mixture of different genres, not necessarily a majority by one game genre or another. So that's why I kind of gave them those names and stuff. and things like the Pokemon group, that was, that group started with the majority of the characters from in that group with Pokemon. The Legend of Zelda, the same thing. Majority of the characters in that group are from the Legend of Zelda. The Metroid group, a majority of the characters starting in there were themed from the Metroid series. Super Mario Brothers, same thing. Majority Super Mario Brothers. The Dreamland group, a lot of the characters like Kirby, King Dedede, Meta Knight, from the Kirby's Dreamland, or from the variety of games from the Dreamland universe, and Fire Emblem, because most of the characters from there are from the Fire Emblem story. Looks like all the characters are down to 1 life. Okay, that's interesting. Looks like Pyra got knocked out first. I think by Zombie Bob. So a lot of these rookies aren't even going to battle each other in the upcoming competition. So the returning characters, like I said, are Banjo and Kazooie, Bowser, and Duck Hunt. The other 5 are, this is going to be their first time. They're going to be in the seasonal matches. So, so sometime, before the end of this year, what I'll do is I'll sit down and I'll go through and set up all the scheduling for the matches. Again, I run the matches starting at the first full week in January, which is always on a Monday, so that way I can do the matches from Monday through Friday, 4 matches each of those days, and of course the a 5th stream on Friday, mentioning the results, the wins and losses, and also the pairings for who's going to be battling in this 2nd week. So, looks like it's between Chrom and Zombie Bob right there, so... And it looks like Zombie Bob beats out Chrom. Now, that's a bit of irony because Zombie Bob actually was eliminated in the first of the rookie tournaments by Chrom, and so which led Chrom to eventually move forward and actually gain the first of the rookie seats. So, so there's that. So this is it's kind of interesting to see Zombie Bob make it back, and looks like he built a house to celebrate. Looks like Chrom got 2nd, Bowser 3rd, Wario 4th, Ice Climbers 5th, Banjo and Kazooie 6th, 7th is Duck Hunt, and 8th is Pyra. But hey, this is a 8-player character, everybody battling for the, against everybody. So let's see here. That ultimately took 4 minutes and 34 seconds. All right. Oh, wow. Chrom got knocked out 5 people. Zombie Bob knocked out 6. Let's see. Wario and Pyra each knocked out 4 characters. Let's see. Duck Hunt knocked out 2. Ice Climbers and Bowser each knocked out 1. And Banjo and Kazooie didn't knock anybody out. Okay, okay. Well, there we go. There's that little match there. So there we go. That is the roster of the 8 rookies battling that are going to be added into those various groups. Is there any so if there's any, is there any comments about anything, any questions that I didn't answer about the pairings? Feel free to, add those into the chat. See, let's see. Gold said, Crom is gonna be scary good. Mark my words. Oh well, Crom did really good in the one-on-one matches. So he ended up getting the first, winning the first seat, because actually the characters who won the, I think, between all the rookies in their tournaments, I believe that was, let me go back and look, because we want, let's see, so the first one, so Crom won the first rookie tournament, oh geez, defeating Bowser. Oh man, I gotta, can't believe I still gotta update that. Oh man. Whew. Okay. Ironically enough, Bowser defeated Pyra to be able to battle against the Inkling, so that's interesting. Bowser had a tough match, and then in the second rookie tournament, it ended up being Steve and our Zombie Bob and Wart winning it. Then in the third tournament, we ended up with Banjo and Kazooie winning overall. And then in the fourth one, it was Pyra winning overall. So that is very interesting. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Make sure my footage and your footage line up right. Ah, yes. Oh, perhaps that is the case. Yeah, perhaps that is the case. But all right, if you like the content, go ahead and give it a nice thumbs up. It really helps out. And if you want to see more content such as this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And so that way you can get notified when new content is available. I will be doing streaming for Ori and the Blind Forest tomorrow, probably around the same time, so which should be good. And haven't quite figured out what I'm going to do later this week to fill in that for the extra time slot that we had. But maybe we might even show some new Ori, or maybe I'll start up another game for everyone. So because hey, there's lots of different things I'd like to stream based on requests and things like that. But all right, and if you do decide to leave a comment, please do so in a respectful manner, because we want to make sure to keep this as family friendly as possible. At least when we're streaming family-friendly themed games, mind you, because some of the games that I do like to play or have requests for don't exactly have so. But of course, I'll put that up there on the comment thing to, hey, advisory, for language and and stuff like that, so that way it'll be on the screen. So yeah. Kid friendly. Well, I want to try and make sure that the comments aren't mean and nasty, because I want to I want people to have a friendly dialogue. So that way, if somebody, I don't want somebody to be using a bunch of profanity or anything that's inappropriate in the chat or in the comments. So because I want them to be something that the comments to be something that anyone that can read. So I don't want them to be something that is terrible and bad. So because I would like to open up the viewership for whoever wants to watch and enjoy. So, Yeah, some of the yes. Let's see, you don't know some of these fighters show no mercy. Well, yeah, some of the fighters aren't very merciful against their opponents, but that doesn't mean it's not kid friendly. So, all right. Well, if there is no further comments or in the chat to respond to, then we will go ahead and close this one down, and we will see you possibly tomorrow for the 5th Ori in the Blind Forest stream. So, thank you once again for watching, everyone, and have a wonderful day.